come together. Obviously we feel much better.
So much better.
Gotta live upright.
Stand tall.
Appreciate the beauty of life. Come together. Obviously we feel much better. Gotta live upright. Appreciate the beauty of life.
You know, I'm not a big fan of the media. Sometimes they just don't turn up the right sort of volume, you know. But real life situations do occur that press is a positive thing. When we getting a message out like this, a lot of people just don't know that they putting disease and seeds in cells so they can make a mill on a healthcare system that's failed. I mean, we can look at it so many ways, from stealing farmers' rights to not letting you even have the right to know what's in the food. So on so many fronts, we definitely gotta raise our voice for food sovereignty. That is the key to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Because when you ain't hungry, you really have a chance to think about something like a beautiful dream. Exhale the signal to all crews, it's time to celebrate. Come together and make a wake, relate the conscious mind state. For faith we take leaps, meditate on naturalistic, ready to be activated, real life's the catalyst. Worldwide voice and support for new way. It's a unity track as preparations are being made to trap us into cubicles of cancerous city life. Resistance is not futile, we must do what's right. Come together today and every day after this. May all the tribes unite so freedom can exist. You heard, you understood.
May all the tribes unite so freedom can exist.
Come together for all those who can't see the possibility. Day after day going hungry, caged by the depths of poverty. But we live in infant reality, too comfortable in our vanity. Must change the status quo, move back to sustainable. Break the chains holding you back, so search where the power's at. All pieces of huddlement, come on, call huddle. Come together because we can, come together to understand. Come together for our brethren, worldwide we will enter towards a new direction. Change on the horizon, way we surviving is when unity's rising. You heard Spokane, you understood.
The way to survive is when unity rises. Come together, obviously we feel much better.
So much better.
Gotta live upright, appreciate the beauty of life. Come together, obviously we feel much better. Gotta live upright, appreciate the beauty of life.
We're your artists, your local representatives on the front lines, trying to pump conscious music into the scene. SweetLifeRockers.com. It's such a joy to be here. I want to welcome up a bigger speaker who's going to share a positive message. And Kim Knerl.
Wow, I'm amazed by this. I truly am amazed, and I'm honored to be a part of this group. Really a good showing and a lot of energy. It was really nice coming down on the walk today and seeing the enthusiasm of the crowd. And not only as we got separated and we got away from the people with the loudspeakers, other people joined in and started shouting out the chants and kept the whole thing going, kept the energy level up. It was wonderful. I want to start out by thanking the organizers of this. Jace and John, you guys did a fantastic job. And if anybody ever doubts that one person does not have the power or the strength to do something big, just look at this. This is a big deal. One person can make a difference. Thank you. And I want to thank all of you too for being out here. This is great. This is really good of you to take the time, but it's important. It's good for all of us. As I said, my name is Kim and I'm from GMO-free Idaho. We're a group that formed over originally in the Boise area, but they were looking for other people to step forward and take part in the program. And so they sent out emails trying to get others involved, and a group of us up in the Coeur d'Alene area stepped forward and started this. And we decided that we would rather come over here to Spokane and join in with this group. You know, this is something that, although we might be from Idaho, this is an issue that knows no borders. You know, it knows no borders. It's not gender specific. It's not specific to any particular age, political group, anything. It involves all of us who just want to know what's in our food. I mean, is that too much to ask? I was a former Californian, and so when Proposition 37 was going on over there, you can better believe I was following that close and trying to influence all my friends and family who are still back there. And I was very disappointed to see it get defeated. It was by a small amount, but in reality, we didn't lose there, we learned there. We learned from California. We learned the tricks that Some of the things that Monsanto liked to try and hit the audience, the numbed down audience with when Proposition 37 was going, is they tried to give the myth that they're feeding a growing population. But if you look at Monsanto's crop, the major seeds that they're putting out there, corn, soybean, cotton, the majority of the corn and soybean is going to feed cattle, livestock. The stuff that's not going to livestock is ended up being put inside various over-processed foods that basically are just a bunch of garbage sitting on your grocery store shelves. That's not feeding us. That's just giving us hollow calories. Another thing that they talked about is they said that if they labeled the products, that it would cause confusion. People wouldn't get it. Are we that dumb? Really? I mean, look at all the other countries that label GM products. Are they walking around completely confused? I'll tell you what confuses me is it confuses me when I go into the grocery store and I grab a package off the shelf and there's 50, 60 different ingredients on there, and you almost need a degree in science or chemistry to understand what the products are in there. That's what confuses me. And then they tell us that by labeling it, there's going to be a problem with rising food costs. They've changed labels. They've added nutritional value to labels. They've done different changes to labels over time. It didn't cause any major cost increases in our food. And again, I would compare it to the other countries around the world that label their products, and it's just not true, you know. So, I want to make sure everybody here of voting age, make sure you're registered, make sure you have all your ducks in order as far as your registration being correct, and in November, let's get out and vote. I don't know if any of you happened to see, but there was some news in Bloomberg. And it was actually Hugh Grant was interviewed. And do you know who Hugh Grant is? He's the CEO for Monsanto. He referred to us as elitists, which I find funny. You look around this crowd, do you see anybody that looks like an elitist? Ah, yeah, here's his face. Go ahead and boo and hiss. You're welcome to do that. Thank you. Yeah, some of the things that Hugh happened to say in this interview, he said, the global population is growing and food consumption will rise even faster as people enter the middle class and eat more protein. It seems like the middle class is shrinking, isn't it? And when he's talking about eat more protein, I think he's talking about the dollar menu at some drive-up restaurant. He also said, those who pay more for organic food want to block others from choosing more affordable options. Can you believe that? So it's us. It's our fault. We're trying to block them? No. It's them trying to block us from having options on what we choose for our foods. He also said, there is space on the supermarket shelf for all of us. There's going to be more space for our stuff, that's for sure, because we're going to start stepping forward and we're going to start choosing the products that we want to buy, and we're going to send a message to the grocers. The grocers, if they got garbage sitting on the shelves and it's rotten, hey, these guys want to make money, you know, they want to make money just like anybody else. They're going to look for the products that sell, and if we're buying them, that's going to change things. We need to form tight communities. And when I say tight communities, I'm not talking about the person who lives next door to you or down the street from you. I'm talking about communities that have a like interest, like this group here. That's what we need. We need more people. We need to get to know each other. If you haven't made some new friends here today, I encourage you to do so. Please get out and talk to some people, because these are people that have the same likes and interests as you do, and they're looking out for you, and you can look out for one another. So please get to know each other. And support. We need to start showing support for those who provide the products that we need. Get to know your local farmers. Research it, your area, and find out what products are there, what are available that are organic, non-GMO type foods, and start buying them. And start talking to the farmer or the seller of these products. Get to know these people and let them know what your interests are. You know, we're not going to do any good if we don't talk to people. And you can even do this with your local grocer. You can go into your grocery store, and like I said, these people are trying to make a living. They're trying to do a job there. Talk to them. Has anybody ever sat and talked to your grocer and said, you know, I'd be really happy if you would put this product on your shelf because this is what I am interested in. So be sure and do that. And you can do that at restaurants as well. You know, talk to restaurants and let them know that you'd like to see more organic products on their menu, more GMO-free products. And, you know, more people that speak up, more people that show the interest, we're going to get those products. It's going to make some changes. We need to spend more time with the families. We need to do more time on our cooking and our preparation and pick out the better foods.
You know, the struggle against GMO food is so much deeper than just what Monsanto's doing. It's also what me and you are doing in our backyards. What we're doing on our weekends, helping out our neighbors, working in communities, being involved. Sustainability and an alternative way of life, I feel, is like a full-time endeavor. And may this struggle against, we know GMOs, unite us in so many fronts, man. I see a lady out here giving away some fresh heirloom vegetables. We got people connecting, they're like, man, I took hundreds of edible, perennial edible starts, and I want to share them with you, and you, and you. One last one. This one goes out to everyone loving this precious place, conscious of how and what we waste, striving for a better way, like the roots and the permaculture people, on and off the grid, cherishing our water and soil, cause all this could be spoiled. We could ruin this incredibleness, like the effect on native culture after the white man's conquest. All this land was someone else's, well preserved and nurtured. Home to the first Americans before they were restructured. So we big enough local tribes, Flathead, Blackfoot, Waller, Spokane, Palouse, Caldwell, and Yakima. We love you all. You got so much to teach that's crucial. Living in harmony with the land and making it even more beautiful, cause it's precious. Let's look around. We got people representing in the downtown March on Monsanto. Yo, we loving y'all. Thank you for representing. Hey!
In the Northwest is incredible. Wild huckleberries made a root yarrow. It's a good thing to know all the blessings that grow ornamental, medicinal, and edible. The in the Northwest is incredible. Wild thimbleberries, camas root, and marshmallow. It's a good thing to know all the blessings that grow ornamental, medicinal, and edible.
Yeah, I hope you hear us in these public buildings around the way. Officials and representatives know the people are raising their voice.
In the Northwest is incredible. Wild huckleberries made a root yarrow. It's a good thing to know all the blessings that grow ornamental, medicinal,